That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Yeah? Wait, what that means? No. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yana Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
What do I do? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Did something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That was weird.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement.
Okay.
Patchy, stop. Just stop. Please stop.
We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yana Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. Oh, you had the judge's voice. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations for which ends today. The culprit is me.
Thank goodness he gets arrested.
Wait. Order. Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Oh, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now.
What's your time at, by the way?
32 minutes.
Oh, okay, we got time.
We tried this man for this crime 15 years ago.
Rabble. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Yay.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2.
That took 4.5 hours?
Apparently, yes.
Dang.
I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! That's crazy! Nick, what are you doing?
Uh-oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What? What?
It's
What?
just a dream.
There we go.
It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
To be fair, our memory just fills in the holes that we forget. So, like, that's not entirely accurate.
2:30 p.m. District Court Court number 3.
So, like, yeah, our mind makes up our memories instead of what actually happens most of the time.
Okay, psychologist B-tean. I thought you were going for accounting.
Yeah, but my sister went for psychology, so he read
Oh,
up on
okay.
it a little bit.
Oh, okay. No, then I would like to resume our trial.
Judge. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. The statute of limitations of the DL6 since it runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book.
Oh.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
Yep, object. No, Your Honor. One Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
I'm going to state his name and profession.
Miles Edgeworth, I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth. 13 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. If only I can get it to work.
Please. Please.
Alright.
Humor me and check the court record. Go to the DL6 case file.
Oh.
And should give you, okay.
Um.
That gives you a summary. Air in the elevator, victim data, Gregory Edgeworth, 1 bullet found in heart, the murder weapon was fired twice. And suspect, whatever, suspect data, we already, we took care of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now read this.
That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It's a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
But the same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. So do we press or present?
Present.
Okay. This one, right? This, right?
Nope. Why'd I have you just read? Yeah.
What?
What did I have you just read?
Oh, this? So I present this?
Yeah.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Enjoy? Okay,
Enjoy?
whatever. Enjoy.
You do enjoy checking out that file, don't you?
Patchy, say the quote.
Language is not my language.
Yes!
I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Edward's testimony?
It was this page, right?
E.
Look at the victim data on this file. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice.
Robber.
While Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Dun dun dun!
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case?
Yes?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Okay. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof.
Okay.
Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Nope.
This one? Oh yeah, there's a bullet. Yeah. Present that shiznit. Look at this photograph.
Look at this graph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. Sorry, I thought that was Pheonix. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
Which proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. The photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue. This. As you should be obvious, a contradiction is here.
I see, a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is a bullet hole in the elevator door. We know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot.
Rabble. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, you must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course. Duh.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the TL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary page. That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one that fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Rabble.
It was not a bullet that made the bullet hole.
Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk.
They praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Yeah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edwards to declare it innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else, who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it couldn't be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident.
Why the hell did we get the bullet then?
Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
Now, I'm gonna pause for a moment. If we're talking about this literally, throwing a gun and having it aimed directly at someone's heart and fire at that moment is like a 1 in a million chance. Especially from a child throwing a gun. It would have fired when it hit the floor, most likely shooting his leg or his foot. Or the other person. Or even like the door, yes. Like, it's very difficult for a child to aim a gun that was thrown to aim at a heart. Can we not, like, discount that?
I mean, it could still be murder. Regardless of how the probabilities. I mean, this is also Ace Attorney. The probabilities of things happening is
High.
1 in a chance.
Yeah.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did.
Oh no.
Oh no. Taking my lines. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
Mia! I've been here before. It's just like my first day in course. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
I have an objection. Your Honor. I object.
Tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oof.
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Ah, it must exist.
It must exist. The second bullet.
What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it.
Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer had to find it. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene of the crime with them, the bullet would be proof, right? Feels like it'd be proof of a second shot.
You, chose the choice before that wasn't the choice.
Is it this
So
one?
either way, you're taking damage.
Oh, the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. Oh,
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
huh?
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
True. Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
Oh, dang it, no. Art, this isn't going so well.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent time to look for the stray bullets? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Irk,
Had to take it.
had to take it. The murderer. What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer.
The bullet hit the murderer.
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would want to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. But what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them. Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes?
There's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator.
Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside. Yes.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Was it this two that we're facing off against right now? Obviously. The two men fight
Here.
inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at its feet and throws it. The pistol discharges the bullet. And the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside, all of whom are unconscious.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
Well, obviously there was a murderer because there was a murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. Can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick,
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Because he had to heal.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Should I come out and say it now? Say it now. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. What is your who is your suspect?
Irk, my hands are shaking.
The what?
Von Karma.
Von Karma? Heh. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Or you take such a long vacation without any reason.
Are you claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no. Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Haven't.
Irk.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well.
Oh, did they have sex? Damn it.
He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Sure, nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane!
No, you couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? The bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Test.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Can I?
You do have evidence.
Ooh. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is the bullet.
Nope.
No.
Go through your evidence. See what you can use.
Oh, this.
Hey.
Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it is unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean.
I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Rabble.
That is dangerous. You should not leave a bullet inside of you. Disclosure for anybody watching this. If you get shot, please do not leave the bullet inside you. Go to a hospital, get that thing out.
If you're in Canada, you can get it done for free.
Yeah. And I'm sure in other countries too, just not the US.
It's true. It's not even possible for all these years.
Well, there's one way to find out. We can use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
I
Refuse.
you refuse, but refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Rebel. Order.
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, go for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Beep, beep, beep. Reacted something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma.
You. It was you.
I was
afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet in my shoulder. However, it's nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the TL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to TL6.
You get a surgeon in here. Let's take that bullet out now.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Proof. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here.
The bullet.
Not I.
Mr. Wright? What? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the TL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
Can you prove you cannot convict me of any crime? So sorry, Mr. Wright.
He's admitting to it, though. Like, he's literally admitting. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Karma. You don't
Mr.
even get the
Karma?
bond anymore.
What?
You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to evict Edgeworth? You can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. The bullet.
That's... Oh, whoops. That's a bullet. A bullet.
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could now analyze both bullets, and if the markings match, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Von Karma, will you let us remove the bullet from your shoulder? Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? I said Von, damn it.
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air.
Get away. Get away. Get away from my father. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Drop the accent there, but it's fine. Mr. Von Karma.
Edgeworth, only you would dare defy me.
So, it was you.
You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with the penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death.
15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. Covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. Took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I just wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I ran out into the hall and found my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. Saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth is still unconscious.
Is this him?
He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming
I don't think this is him.
No, I think this is still him. Good.
Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
Okay. Yeah, it was him.
Obviously, Patchy.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Who would have thought another man would have come to open the elevator door? Judge,
What? What?
what are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this merciful charade. Now, end it.
Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Not guilty. Yeah.
Yay! Confetti again! Woohoo!
I think I'm gonna have to split this one into 2 videos again.
Yay! That is all. This court is adjourned. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
That one
Not to be
took
confused
another
with-
3 hours.
Ooh. Yeah, DL6 is serious stuff.
Dang.
Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual.
What's the time, by the way?
On the episode?
Yeah.
An hour and 12 minutes.
Awesome.
He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Yeah, it was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right?
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try, I love you. Try, thank
No,
you.
no. I'm cutting you off there.
Right. I see. Thank you, Wright.
Wrong. No, that's wrong. You're, Donata. Yeah, Donata.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
Just pull down your pants and we go at it.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there.
Woo! Amazing, pal. You pulled it just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from a detective gumshoe.
Language is not my language.
Language is not my language.
That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Woo!
I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Oh, damn it, she's back. Hi, y'all!
Lana!
Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats!
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. So look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in a cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lana? Who, me? I went back to college. I'm trying to be an investigative photographer. I'm pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot guy from Park? Huh? Damn, it's butts.
It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Why the long... long face, Larry. What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
It's Fiance. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right?
No,
Right?
it is. I think you'll be fine, Larry. Prison food should be good, right? Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah. That's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. Like,
It's $38, right?
Larry stole the money! Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
38. Oh, no. No, Larry, it was you.
What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day, 15 years ago.
Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history.
That's obvious. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth,
Hmm.
you should have told me.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it.
Grr. Where does it leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too.
Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I had known I'd have become a prosecutor.
Same goes for me, only the other way around. the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. Thought I might be a criminal. Became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Just make the switch, Edward.
Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all, I'll line up. I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after that, dinner on me.
Man, this dude really wants to eat. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. So everybody went out for dinner to celebrate Edgeworth, except Edgeworth.
Yeah, December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright and Coop offices.
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's only 5 a.m. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this, a letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is this? Yeah, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! How did I do on his, like, drunk voice?
It was there.
I guess not too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya!
Mm,
So, you're leaving.
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Maya's voice. Mia's.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Yeah. The bullet, right?
yep.
Yeah.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya. Aw, she's crying. Thank goodness.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. But isn't there like a fifth case?
Don't think you graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Yep, this is the credits. That's why I asked what time we were at.
Okay, so like,
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoa! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back to where kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
a little bit. So this is the end of the first game, right?
So the thing with this was, whatever. We can let them talk. The thing with the Pheonix Wright came out on the Game Boy Advance first.
Yes.
So with the Game Boy Advance, they only had the 4 cases.
Uh-huh.
The 5th case comes into play when they made the DS version of this game.
Oh.
So the
Okay.
5th case was the special whatever is you were able to do special things that you'll see and stuff.
Okay.
And also the 5th case is the longest case out of all the Pheonix Wright cases, or Ace Attorney cases, excuse me.
So is it still in this trilogy?
Yes,
Okay.
I made sure.
I guess like there's no reason to not include it.
Yeah, we just have credits because, yeah. Thinking of a management at the Gatewater Hotel. Blah 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 blah. But man, I'm so happy that I'm done with Von Karma's voice.
Yeah.
I'm drinking water right now.
As you should be.
Oh, it's you. Pheonix Wright. Yes, me as understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. The days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
Did he
You know,
have
I
like a
could do better
lemon?
with the fat guy voice?
Did he have like a lemonade stand when he was younger? That's why it's the days of his youth.
Scent of fresh lemon. I don't know. Some old. Oh,
Pheonix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Pheonix. Did you know that they're finally putting some hammers on DVD? Not that I know what a DVD is or what they say. Everything these days. How am I supposed to keep at it? Whew.
Yeah.
I forgot that she's spoken. Yep.
Yeah.
So
This
what
dude. Wolverine.
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. Sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know?
So what were you saying?
What was your what's your opinion? How did you enjoy these first 4 cases?
I liked it. We only had like 3 penalties, so like we're good.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Oh.
I'm excited for the next case, and then the case after
Yay.
that, the game after that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know,
Do you want to know returning characters, or do you want to find not be spoiled?
let's be
That's what I
blind.
meant. Okay.
Oh, this kid. Right, who's that? If you want to talk, let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. When I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ah, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Did he see the Pink Princess naked? Oh no!
Oh, I think he saw Jack
I know.
Hammer.
Yes.
No, not Jack Hammer. Oh, what the Will Powers. Oh,
Yeah, Will
there you go.
Powers. Jack Hammer's dead. She's gonna be a paranormal photographer. What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna read her voice. She's trash. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna, for those who don't know, we're gonna continue with the game until the very end. Oh, hey, yo, there's the ghosts came up in the picture. That's cool. I like that. You know, we're doing the full trilogy on my channel, and then we're doing a trilogy of games on Patchy's channel.
Yeah, I was very happy when I saw that.
What?
I was very happy when I saw that because you saw the photos of the cases and whatever.
Yeah.
They didn't have one for the 5th case on the DS.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't have that little photo thing.
Time to
So I was
save.
very happy when I now I can get rid of all these episode 4 save files. I had them prepared
That's fair.
for when I recorded.
Yeah.
Spread love into the world with us. We're separating episodes. You're separating episodes. Excuse me. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm just voicing. Just doing voices.
Yeah. You're just here for the ride.
Yeah, I'm here for the ride and here to tell
Destroy
you
your
where to go
throat.
so you can... Yeah, the story. I'm the storyteller.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm
And the guide.
storyteller.
You're the tour guide through Pheonix, right?
Yep.
All right. In that case, we're done here. Leave a like,
Yep.
subscribe, all that fun stuff. Go join the Discord server. Go to his social links and all in the description. And I will see you guys next time. Peace from B-tean. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.